Is this on? I don't know how. I can't tell. It says it is, but I cannot tell. Oh, okay. It says I'm live. All right, cool. Hi friends. I picked probably the worst day to try to do this because my voice is kind of fried right now, but for good reason. And then, as the title suggests, this is I went to WNBA All-Star this weekend in Indianapolis. I have so much stuff to prove it too. She got next Indy 2025. I lost my voice in Indy from having a good time. So yeah. So let's go back through and talk about it, since for whatever reason, I guess I forgot that I was an influencer, that I was like making vlogs. I feel like a vlog of this weekend would have been super fun too. But I wasn't prepared. I wasn't thinking. But anyway, WNBA All-Star was on. I got the Indy on Thursday. I'm just so hyped about all the stuff I got. It was on Thursday. I came in on Thursday. That night, I met up with my friends. We all stayed in like an Airbnb verbal type of thing. So we could all be together. Yeah. What did we do on Thursday? Not really much. Like when I came in, we went to dinner. What did we eat? Oh, we ate Fat Dan's. Got some little sliders. I also went to see the Tamika Catchings mural. It was very good, very pretty, and it's in a great location. So shout out to the people who put that together. It's nice. And then we watched the Stud Butt stream when we got back, as everyone else did. We also watched Stud Butts, even being in the city. So that was Thursday. It was cool. Friday is kind of where everything started to get good. Oh wait, I gotta back up a little bit. When I got there, the first person I see is Bam Adebayo. I hope that's how I say his last name. I saw Bam and it was so funny because he literally, I'm in the airport and my friend is coming to pick me up from the airport, and I'm standing there and there's this man, tall man, in a like olive green sweatsuit. I mean, hood on, full out sweatsuit. And I'm like, it's hot. Like, why are they wearing that? And so I happened to look and I'm like, who is that? Like, he kind of looked like somebody, but I can't tell who it is. So then I see his face again and I was like, bro, is that Bam? So my heart kind of started racing because I'm like, oh my God, is this Bam? And I turn around and I'm like, Bam? Like a whisper yell, because like I don't want to blow up his spot. Clearly he don't want to be seen because he wearing a fucking sweatsuit. So I was like, Bam? And he was like, yeah, I kind of like a little smile, and I was like, can we get a pic? He's like, yeah. So me and him took a picture together, and I look super goofy. It's on my TikTok, but it will be on my Instagram soon. Anyway, so that's kind of where it started. But you know, after seeing Bam, I was kind of like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ran into Bam like so unintentionally. He's the last person I thought I would see. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't expect him to be there. Anyway, jumped to Friday. We got up and we went to, dang, where did we go? I had made myself an itinerary the night before because there was just so much stuff I was RSVPing to, and knowing goodness well I was not gonna go. Let me see. What did I do? Okay, Friday, we went to breakfast, Lincoln Square. I love Lincoln Square, always a hit, never a miss. Then we went to Monument Circle. They had Spark on the Circle. Usually just have like a bunch of like vendors and stuff on there, but obviously it's the WNBA All-Star weekend, so they made it All-Star related. And And so they had like a bunch of basketball courts. Lily had a booth. Charisse, or no, it's Cheris, the organization in Indy that runs that hip hop, that does that hip hop fest at the end of the year. Who, by the way, they're gonna have Smino. I am mad. I'm very mad about that. Anyway, they had they were doing airbrush tattoos, so I got like an airbrush. It was on this arm. Obviously, I washed it off, but it was a little basketball and was pink and orange. It was very cute. So I went to got that first, and then we took me and Dom were shooting. And this lady comes up to us and she was like, "Do you want to meet Juju Watkins?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, like Juju's over there. Like, you can go take a picture with her." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I want to meet Juju Watkins." So we go get in line to meet Juju. She's very nice. I said, "Ooh, Juju, no bun?" She was like, "No bun." And that was our very short interaction, but it was very funny to me. So yeah, we took a picture with her and went back to shoot, walked around some more. And then the very like first activity, well, I didn't even say first activity, but then we decided, we walked from Monument Circle to Victory Field to go to the CoverGirl Game Day Glam, where I got this, you can't see it, I got this cute Together bracelet. I also got another one that says Game Day Glam. I don't know what I did with it though. Obviously it was free. They had these like drinks there that were good. It was cute. It was like in a suite. Bro, they had these chocolate chip cookies. When I say it was the best cookie I ever had in my life, I am not exaggerating. So we went there and the music was going. The DJ, I think it was DJ 9 a.m. I think that's her name. 10 no notes. She was playing all of, she was deep in her bag. And then they also had these little, I thought I brought everything in here that I got, but clearly I did not. Anyway, they had these little like makeup bags where you can like iron on stickers. Not gonna lie, I ironed on 3 of the stickers, but I took these ones. So this one says, "Don't trip over what's behind you," and a basketball, of course, and then of course Together is everyone watches women's sports. I took these because I was like, I really want them, but they all couldn't fit on a thing. And then my new friend, I met a new friend, she was like, "You can just iron them on your jerseys and stuff." And I was like, "You're so smart." So that's why I kept them. But while we were there, bro, Sanaya Rivers was there. I got a picture of her, also on TikTok, and it's soon to be on Instagram. Sanaya Rivers was there. Hannah Hidalgo was there. Bro, Hannah Hidalgo is literally like 5'6". Like, I knew she was 5'6", but like, she's like a real 5'6". Like, we took a picture together. I'm 5'3". Like, she's not that much bigger than me, bro. And I was like, how in the world does this girl be beating all faves like this? I cannot wrap my mind around it because she's not that big. Which kind of just like, to me, makes her like I already thought she was a talented player, but like now she just feels even more talented. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Hannah Doggo, Sanaya Rivers, Marina Mabry was there. No, she was not there with Sanaya. They were there at different times, but she did show up. Also, Sarah Strong was there, and it was funny because my friend, Don, was like, "Oh my God, it's Sarah Strong." And I was like, "Okay, Sarah Strong." And this is not to be shady to Sarah Strong. I'm just like, I don't really watch UConn like that. Sarah Strong is an excellent basketball player. Let me just say that. But I don't really watch UConn, so it wasn't like a, "Oh my God, Sarah Strong." But also, I kind of feel like I don't do like the "oh my God" about players. You know, I've already met Chelsea Gray and Aaliyah Boston, and those are my goats. So it kind of, everybody else, it doesn't pale in comparison. They're still very nice women and like great at basketball, but it just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. He's like, "Oh my God, Sarah Strong." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "We gotta get a pic." And I'm like, "Okay, you can like take a picture with her." So I took a picture of him and we walked away. And so then they had like a little setup where you can take pictures. So they were taking the pictures of all the basketball players, obviously. But as I was just like drinking my drink near the thing, Sarah Strong was just kind of chilling like right next to me. And so I took a selfie, and like I could like kind of see Sarah behind me, and I was like, "Bro, just get the lady in the pic, bro. Like, get her in the pic. So I was like, Sarah, actually, can we take a selfie? So we took a selfie. She ate me up. She ate me up. Like, she ate me up bad. She's so pretty. Like, it's like so like, she's so demure. I don't know. Anyway, we took a selfie, and I kind of talked to her a little bit. She was telling me about, I was asking her about 3v3, and they played in, I think, Mongolia. And she was like, yeah, we lost. And I was like, I know, but like, you know. And she was like, I never want to go back there ever. And I was like, well, what happened, girl? So we brief conversation about that. So she was super nice, you know, because like every player is not nice or like even willing to talk to people. So shout out to Sarah Strong. And obviously at this point, like now I feel like I have to go get some Sarah Strong merch because like I respect her. You know what I'm saying? Like now she's added to the list. Now I have to watch UConn basketball because Sarah Strong has introduced me to the fandom. Anyway, so yeah, Sarah Strong was there, and then Rakia also came through, and she was like waiting to take a picture, and I was like, Rakia, can we take a picture? And she did like this, and I was like, oh my god, she's never gonna take a picture with me. But after she finished taking her picture, she turned around, she was like, oh, come on, let's take our pic. And I was like, oh my god, Rakia, you're so real, girl. So also standing Rakia Jackson as if I wasn't already doing that. Yeah, this is all at CoverGirl, and I'm telling you, we had only been there maybe like an hour and a half. We took some really cute pictures. They had a photo booth. I love a photo booth. That's how they get me. This is the one I took by myself, and this is the one me and Dawn took together. And so yeah, I love a photo booth. That was honestly probably my favorite like activity of like everything I did. That was probably my favorite one. After that, we went to jam sessions, which was just like they were doing like live podcast recordings. I went there because the first one was Tarika Foster Brasby and excuse me, and Cheryl Swoops doing their levels to this podcast, and they had Esther Wallace on there. So I was like, so my flex, excellent flex for pull up 3. Tarika came on our podcast last year, so I was like, you know what, let me go support her and like record her podcast. So we went there. It was really cool. I ended up getting a picture with Tarika. Me and Dawn ended up getting a picture with Tarika afterwards. That was cool. And then Natasha Howard did a podcast with some man that I don't know. There were some other people there, but before I left, Auntie Nay showed up. And me and Auntie Nay are Twitter mutuals, so it's like I know her. I know her kind of. So I chatted with her a little bit, and then it's time to be real. Anyway, that didn't come out right. Anyway, so chatted with Auntie Nay, and then Jordan Brand was having this party for their new latest Jordan 3s. And we went, RSVP, so I went by myself. A video recap of that's also on TikTok. You know, it's kind of in my influencer bag, you know. But anyway, we went to that, and it was cool. Like, they had like different little like vendors or whatever. Like they had a plant potting table, and I almost got a plant, but I was like, I have to get on a plane. I don't know how I'm gonna carry this. So the plant table, they had the Lady Made body butter, shea butter in Indianapolis. It smells really good. I haven't used it, but it smells really good. They had like a drink station, and it was like a matcha thing. It was pretty good. Well, the strawberry part of it was good. It wasn't enough strawberry for me. So after I drank most of the strawberry out, I kind of let it go. I wish I remembered the name of the store though. I would stop by, but I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, they also had a shoe charm place by Sneakerhead University. That was cool. The little charm thing was cute. I also made myself some shoelaces and I put like little beads on them that said Books and Hoops. It was very cute, very me. So that was fun. They also had a girl who did tooth gems, but I didn't want to do one of those. And they had a girl who did nail art. And I had a nail. I had the Jumpman on my nail. It was very fun. Um, I kind of feel like I want nail art. I love nail arts and stuff, but people don't do natural nails as much, so it's like hard to keep up with. But anyway, that was cute. And then of course they had like a photo, not a photo booth because they had like an actual camera person, but they had like a setup so you could take pics. Um, so it was overall really fun. I did find out that like they only gave certain like influencers um, Jordans, and obviously I was not one of them, so I was a little bummed about that. Because there weren't that many people. First of all, you had to RSVP to the party, so it wasn't like it was just like random people off the street. Like you had to RSVP to get in. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't get any sneakers, but you know, such is life, I suppose. um, so after I did all the activities that I wanted to do anyway, I ended up leaving and going to um, I ended up meeting my friends at the 3-point contest and skills challenge. I was very mad that both the New York players won. That goes against everything in my agenda. In my New York winning in my city, disgusting. Um, and I will say it was really funny that everybody was like, Natasha Cloud didn't hit a single shot. Erica Wheeler should have won. Erica Wheeler, high key, really should have won. But you know, it is what it is. But anyway, that was actually really fun. Me and my friends, there was this party by Hoop Vision, WNBA, which is a queer like basketball meetup. Love them. Used to go all the time. Hoop Vision, WNBA, and I think it's the Tunnel Fits podcast. I don't remember who else was hosting it. I went because my friends who are part of WNBA were the host and the DJ, so it was cool. So obviously I was going to support them. So basically we had to rush back to the Airbnb, pregame a little bit, and then go to the party. The party was like, I mean, I was pretty drunk by the time that day. I'm not gonna lie, I was drunk, but it was pretty fun because I got to what am I saying? It was pretty fun because first of all, when I got there, Crystal Bradford is a DJ. I mean, not DJ. She's a rapper, singer. I didn't know she was like for real rapper DJ thing, but she is. And so when I got there, she was singing, and it was kind of funny. But I mean, you know, as a rapper, you have to be able to do that sometimes, I guess. So she was performing, which was funny because I did not expect that to happen. I was like looking for all my friends, so that's kind of what I was focused on. But the stud buds were in the building at the same time. Like my friends all got pictures with them. I had already met. I should have like at least said hey to Natisha Heidemann. I've taken a picture of Courtney Williams before, like years ago. I should have at least said hey to Natisha Heidemann. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about the stud butts. I'm not gonna lie. It was cool that they were there, but like I wasn't thinking about them. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, who else was there? I think they ended up saying Sophie Cunningham was somehow in the building too. I don't know. That was random. That was really random. Ty Young, KK Timpson, Natasha Howard. KK Timpson, I feel like she was trying to play me a little bit. Because I said, hey, KK, and she just was kind of like, hey. Like, girl, you're at a fan event. You need to speak. But I let it go. Because I'd be rooting for you, girl. I'd be like, I obviously didn't say all of that, but like, I was just kind of offended that she kind of was like, hey, like, girl, if you don't want to be here, go home. Like, I didn't like that. But it's okay. I was drunk. It's fine. And I'm going to still support KK because that's my rook. But anyway. Yeah, so the party was fun. We ended up going to 16-bit after. 16-bit has some very good. 16-bit is a barcade. And they had some very good Jello shots. Yeah, there's some very good jello shots. And then, yeah, so good and drunk. I funny thing, I saw Maya Caldwell, and I felt really bad because obviously I was drunk, and so when I saw her I was like, oh my god, y'all, it's Maya Caldwell. Mind you, she's with some man who apparently is now her fiance. I saw it on Instagram like yesterday. She got engaged, and she was like, I feel like I kind of embarrassed her a little bit because I said, oh my god, y'all, that's Maya Caldwell, so loud. Like, she looked at me, I saw her look and like smile and kind of like try to hide a little bit, and I was like, damn, I just blew up that lady's spot. I don't know if she was like trying to be incognito or whatever, but if she was, I kind of ruined that for her. Can't lie. I kind of ruined it for her. Anyway, what else? So yeah, after that, we went back and we just hung out. The next day, the next day was a little bit more chill because obviously we woke up, it was rough. We ended up going to this drag comedy brunch. And let's just say we did not last the entire time. We'll just skip that. So then we went and got brunch at Wild Eggs. The service was like, the servers and stuff were nice, but the service was so slow and there weren't that many people in there. So I was like, this is weird. Oh, I didn't even show y'all my Starry shirt. I got this before the CoverGirl thing. I love Starry, and they was giving out free Starry everywhere. Oh, I didn't even show y'all before we went to the 3-point contest. They had a booth out there, so you're looking at the first ever group photo. Well, maybe not the first ever group photo, but one of the first ever group photos of Pull Up 3. This is so exciting. Look how cute we are. We took another one with our new friend Erica. She's great, love her. Oh, and this was the picture I took at the Jordan activity. Look how cute it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel really official. Yeah. So, what else? We went to brunch. Oh, we tried to go to Unrivaled. That line was long, and the dude came out there and was like, oh, it's like a 2-hour wait. Me and my friend said we don't even care that much, so we didn't go see Unrivaled. Rip. We did go to another Together event. They had they did a Paula's Choice, and they were giving out free skincare. My best friend went and they got bags, so by the time I got there, I didn't have no more bags, which is fine. I don't really use skincare. Maybe I should, but I didn't. But that was cool. We took some cute pictures there too. They had their own little setup photo booth thing. We ended up leaving there and going to WNBA Live. Which is where I probably got like most of the stuff. Oh, we also did go to the Fever Team store. I got this shirt. This is from iHeart Women's Sports, the radio. This is from actually the podcast day. I got myself Fever merch because I haven't bought any, even though I feel like I have too much. But whatever, it's my team. I got me a Sid Colson shirt. I also got a Fever sweatshirt, which I don't know why I bought this because they play basketball in the summer. So I don't know where I'm going to wear this at. Probably in my house. And when I finally take this down and put up my collage, which is probably still going to happen, I can wear that on stream. Also, I got this shirt from American Express, and it's very simple, but they ate this. Like, this is a good quality shirt. So shout out to American Express. Okay. Yeah, that was us in WNBA Live. We got to meet Arike. She signed this poster for me. Okay, I got 2 posters. I'm gonna have to unroll these. 2 women winning. This is going on the wall, y'all. Like, this is definitely going on the wall. Not a big fan of the lemon crema wine. Most of them are really dry. They don't taste bad, but they're just dry. But this is going on the wall. Look how cute this is. Come on now. Also, somehow, I'm gonna put, this isn't the poster, but I had to get the Yes Sir stickers. Come on. Like, y'all know I love a good saying. This is also going on the wall. I don't know where, but it's going on the wall. This is the poster that Carmax gave us, and Arike signed it. Honestly, if I didn't know Arike signed this, I would not know whose name this is. This is crazy signature. You can tell that's an A and an R. That's a G. But that is not a Google wallet. I don't know what that say. But anyway, this one's probably going on the wall too, because it's cute anyway. Even if she didn't sign it, I kind of wanted it anyway. So yeah. That's all the stuff I got. Oh, this is stuff I got from WNBA Live. Other people I took pictures with, y'all can just go look at it on my TikTok. I don't really remember. I did. So when I went to the actual game, the All-Star game, I did see a bunch of people. We saw Steph White. We saw Tyler Marsh. We saw Marina and Sanaya. And this is, honestly, this is more flex going to my head. When we saw Sanaya, we were like, hey, and she looked and she was like, oh, hey, like she knew us. Like, come on. Of course that's going to my head. Sanaya knows me. Like, anyway, so yeah, she's so real for that. We saw her, we saw, who else did we see walking past? Oh, I saw Caitlin Clark's parents. It was very funny because they're walking, and I know I looked crazy because I was just like sitting on the side because I was waiting for a friend to come get me. Well, me and my podcast host, we were sitting there waiting for my other friend, and so we're just sitting there like waiting, and these two, obviously they're white people, so they come walking, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, why do I know that man? And so I was like, hey. And he looked at me, you know, like what the hell? But her mom was like, oh, hi. And she was like, oh my God, hi. She was like, oh, hi. And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. And then later on, I was like, y'all, that was Caitlin Clark's parents. And it was like, what? And I was like, yeah, basically. So that was crazy. Who else did we see? I saw Brianne in January, but she didn't walk past me, and I really wish she did because I would have asked her for a pic. I'm not gonna lie, I love her now. Who else did we see? There were some other people we saw. I don't really remember though, because we were just seeing everybody walk past. It was kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of it. We didn't do anything out and about that night. We just like stayed in, played some Uno, played some Jackbox, and watched the Buds stream, which again everybody else did too. So overall it was a really fun event. I didn't leave till Monday, so on Sunday I got to go to Loudmouth bookstore, my favorite bookstore, and I got these books. If We Were a Movie, highly anticipated YA romance, YA sapphic romance. I think it's YA anyway. Y'all know I love first of all, I love a romance, period. And I'm trying to get into all the sapphic romances. Like, I feel like I don't have a lot on my radar, but now every time I see one, I'm like, I gotta get it. I think this is YA, but I don't know. Yeah, they're going to college, so yeah, I think this is a YA. True Biz, I just finished reading, and it was excellent. not really any notes, but I bought it because first of all, it taught me a lot about like deaf culture and like sign language, but they also had like all of these little like examples and stuff of like how you can actually learn sign language. So and it was like giving you tips on like how, like kind of the background, the grammar maybe of sign language. So that was really cool. So I was like, I gotta have this one for myself. And then lastly is When You Were Everything. Ashley Woodfolk wrote what's that book called? It's another one. It was written beautifully, child. What is the book called? It's something, I can't remember. Or maybe that's not Ashley Woodfolk. I thought it was her though. Hold on, let me look it up. Yes, okay, it was her. Oh, okay, so I read her latest book, which is Nothing Burns as Bright as You. Very beautiful, like love story written in like verse, I think. It's beautifully written. But this is her second book, When You Were Everything. And honestly, I read like the first page, I think, and I was like, yeah, she's gotten me already. She already got me. So those are the 3 books I got. Yeah, that's kind of all I got. I did, oh, they gave these out at the All-Star game. Probably put that on the wall. I also too did shop from the local economy. This dude was selling these Legos. Like, look how cool this is, and it's already built. Didn't even have to build it, which I like building Legos, but I feel like I haven't really had a lot of time for it. So when I saw this, I had to have it. So yeah, that's that. That's all the stuff I got from WNBA All-Star. I also got to go to the art museum, the Indianapolis Art Museum, which I never did. Hi in the chat. I actually also got to go to the Indianapolis Museum, and they had on the 4th floor they had Loom, and it was basically about like indigenous, I think they were no, where were they from? Was it Australia? I feel bad because I don't remember, but they had a whole like indigenous art, like it was interactive. The floor was moving, not the floor, but you know, like they had like projectors with putting art on the floor and stuff on the walls, and they had like audio. It was a lot happening, but it was very, very cool. And they had like little coloring pages you could do, and it was overall a fun experience. I had never been to the art museum there, so that was cool. And they had a bunch of other like fun exhibits too. Like they had one with fashion design, they had one about like interior design. It was like some really cool stuff in there, so that was fun. But yeah, that's kind of how my weekend went. I obviously always will recommend people go to All-Star Weekend because I've only been twice, but both times have been bangers, and that cannot be a coincidence. So they're saying the next one, they said that Las Vegas asked to do the next one. I'm really hoping and praying that it's not in Vegas. The one in 2023 was in Vegas, and I went to that one. That was obviously the first one, and it was fun, don't get me wrong. Vegas was a good time, but I would just prefer it to be in a different city, you know? Like in 2021, no, 2022, one of those years they did in Chicago. It was 2022, they did in Chicago, but everybody said it was bad. So I feel like they need to either give Chicago another opportunity to correct itself, or Atlanta. I actually really wanted to be in Atlanta. I need the city of Atlanta to lock in because I really wanted to be in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. My other top choices are Minneapolis, because I've never been in Minneapolis, and I'm a girlie who wants to go to all 50 states, and so going to All-Star in Minnie in 1 year would be obviously a great excuse. Also Valhalla, Oakland, San Francisco. I'm kind of digging it. I kind of want that. I kind of want that. So, hopefully they'll. I don't think they announced Indy until January. Hopefully they announce before that. Obviously, pending that there's no lockout or whatever, and that they actually pay these girls what they deserve. Um, yeah, but that was WNBA All Star. And if you were there, let me know in the comments and tell me what your favorite part was. And that's all I have. So, bye, friends.